What if I told you that you only need 5 acoustic songs to learn all the fundamentals, giving you the core skills to then play almost anything you like? After 27 years of playing and teaching, I've narrowed it down to just 5 songs that cover every essential skill faster and more musical than any exercise. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 songs, and at the end, I'll show a bonus tip that will help you learn them even faster, even if you've only got 10 minutes a day. And if you want to make learning these songs 10 times easier, get all 5 tabs and a bonus playthrough video absolutely free. Just grab the link in the description. And before we dive into the songs, let's talk about why picking the right songs is absolutely crucial if you want to grow fast as a guitar player. Imagine you've just started learning to drive and your drive instructor shows up in a Ferrari, a super fast car that looks and sounds superb. So without the basics under your belt, you're probably going to stall it, or worse, crash it. You need to start with a small manageable car, master the fundamentals and build your confidence before you're ready to step into a supercar. It's the same with the guitar. Choosing the right songs is like picking the perfect car to learn in. They'll actually teach you the core skills that make you sound more musical and confident. Jump straight into flashy songs and you're likely to get stuck, frustrated and pick up bad habits. Some of the essential fundamentals every acoustic guitarist should master are open chords and smooth changes, strumming patterns, fingerstyle and Travis picking. And the rest you can see on screen right now. But don't worry if some of these are new. The 5 songs we're about to cover will naturally teach you all these skills step by step. Now these songs and every other acoustic tune you'll learn will come together faster, smoother, and it will feel like you can finally jump into that Ferrari. So let's get started with song number 1, the perfect track just to kickstart your fundamental journey. And remember, I've put all the tabs in the description so you can follow along step by step. So if you want a song that ties in fingerpicking and strumming together in one package that is fairly simple, this first one is a great place to start. Yes, it's Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. But before you turn off thinking this is just a typical acoustic top whatever video, the rest of these songs might surprise you, but Fast Car is essential to know. Here is why. The intro and verse use a fingerstyle pattern where your thumb plays the bass notes whilst your fingers pluck the melody notes. And with the cap at the 2nd fret, we're using some simple chord shapes of C and G, before going to E minor and D where we're using higher inversions. We then create some dissonance using some open strings and fretted notes that rub together. When the chorus comes in, we have a strumming pattern. First section, we start off with this straight 8th note pattern. For the second part, we were using this pushed offbeat pattern where the 2nd chord comes in on the and of the 2nd beat. Then we have a very typical pattern with a down, down, up, up, down, up. So in this one track, you're going to learn some basic fingerstyle patterns, 8th note strumming and ability to change on the offbeat. It's a perfect starting track. The next song steps up in tempo and fingerstyle technique. The whole song is fingerpicked and your thumb never stops. It plays a continuous bass note. And at the same time, your index and middle fingers are playing the melody notes. This is such a great song that doesn't get talked about enough, I don't think. And a song where John Frusciante just came up just from noodling around.
Anthony said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's nothing. Something I just made up." And he said, "Oh, wow." And then Flea said, "Oh, wow." And then Flea wrote another part to it. Flea went. And then I said, "Oh."
Later on in the next sections, we see some diminished chords. It's a fantastic training ground for independence between your thumb and fingers, and something that every fingerstyle guitarist needs. Other songs to try out, similar to this, is Blackbird by the Beatles. I have a classic, and I hadn't included it because it basically gets covered all the time. I had to add a song that uses a plectrum. This will set you up perfectly for styles like bluegrass and general picking techniques. And what better track to start off with than this? Street Spirit by Radiohead. Now, although Although this is usually played on electric guitar, Tom York would often play it on acoustic as well. It's a fantastic tune to learn string skipping and directional picking, where your pick moves towards the next string either in a down or up depending on where you're going. The picking sequence repeats throughout, so it's great for building confidence in your picking and also muscle memory. This song is like the fast car of the intermediate acoustic player. Let Her Go by Passenger. Masterclass in combining multiple techniques. There are 3 main sections to focus on here, so let's go with the easiest to the hardest. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've used this technique when I'm accompanying singers. It's a must-know pattern, and there's so much you can do and expand on. It's similar to road tripping, but this time your thumb is alternating between the bass strings while your fingers pick the top melody notes. This technique is essential, and once you master it, you can tackle classics like Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, which explores even deeper variations. Once you're comfortable with the verse, the chorus then opens up into an 8th note and 16th note strumming with plenty of syncopation. This adds movement and interest to the rhythm. Intros of this arpeggiated melodic sequence that is instantly recognisable and sounds beautiful and impressive. Use hammer-ons to add texture and a hint of Travis picking, playing melody on top or supporting chords underneath. Take your time with this one and build up each section slowly. This is one of those pieces I still love playing today. For this next song I was going to choose one that my brother wrote, but I decided to go with another track instead. So I wanted a song that would teach percussive hits, extended chords and some stretching, and Why Georgia by John Mayer fits perfectly. This song is packed with percussive hits where you use the side of the thumb to hit the lower strings. Then there's this stretch from C major 9 into a melody using hammer-ons and pull-offs. Mayer adds little fills and ties the groove all together. Play this song anytime I pick up the acoustic guitar. It sounds impressive and it's super fun to play. Chords in the chorus aren't your typical basic open shapes. Mayer loves extended voicings and you'll get to explore a few of these here. Now you might be thinking, how do I learn all these songs? Well, do you remember at the start I promised a bonus tip to help you learn songs faster even if you've only got 10 minutes a day? Well, you need to go and click on this video next, where I'll show you how to get more out of a 10-minute practice session than most people do in an hour. So go and click on that video right now and I'll see you over there.